My name is Townsend and I'm a friend of the show.
I am Francisca George and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans and I'm a friend of the show.
My name is Zainab Sammaz and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jan Faria and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Yes.
Take one. Well done.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paolini and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time.
Ready? Play.
Good afternoon to those of you tuning in for Kayla Townsend against Swiatek. We're just watching Day against Keys at the moment because Keys has a backhand return. That's on the forehand of Keys. 2 points away from the win here for Madison, and Swiatek and Day have yet to get underway as I see Keys put a backhand long for 30 all. Taylor Townsend and Swiatek are on court and warming up. So that match is getting underway shortly, but Day and Keys are very close to the end, it would seem. You never know in tennis, but Keys is 2 points away from the win. Day serving, down the tee, backhand return, forehand from Day into the forehand of Keys. It's a very anxious looking Day right now. It's a good forehand there from Madison Keys, and it's going to force an error. And so we've got a match point for Madison Keys. On the Day serve, 30-40. Madison will be thinking this could have been done a lot sooner if I'd have served out the first set, but she didn't. Anyway, match point here for Madison Keys. Block return from her. Backhand here from Day into the backhand of Madison. Forehand from Day. Decent depth on that. Pushing Keys back, but Keys is still in the rally very much. Now it's on the Keys forehand, which goes into the net. Deuce. All go. Ooh, we are 31 subscribers away from 32,000. So please hit subscribe. Deuce. Double fault from Day. And so we've got another match point for Madison Keys. Swiatek and Townsend still warming up there, so just chill, people. Don't worry. You're not missing anything regarding Swiatek and Taylor Townsend. We will switch our attention to that match shortly, but for now, we've got a match point here for Madison Keys. And Day has just missed the first serve, so that's 3 faults in a row from Kayla. 2 hours and 27 minutes on the clock on court number 18. Backhand return into the forehand of Day. Backhand, cross court. Day in all sorts of trouble here. Madison Keys screams with delight, clenches her fist. She is through in 3 sets, 6-7, 6-4, 6-3. After 2 hours and 28 minutes on court number 18, it is Madison Keys, the number 26 seed, who prevails. She was serving for the first set, couldn't close that out. Or maybe I should take a hat off to Dave for getting the break, because Kayla did really well with a backhand return to get the break at that crucial moment and eventually win the first set in 59 minutes. But it is Madison Keys coming from a set down who prevails. Just like Jasmine Paolini coming from a set down to prevail. Ben Shelton is down 1-0 to Otto Vatanen, but does lead 4-2 in the second set. Taylor Fritz is up 5-3 on Lajovic. De Minaur leads Roman Baros-Borchaga by a set to love. Bonzi is up a set and a break on Diallo. Jaime Faria leads Shimabukuro by 2-1. Hanfman leads GMP by 2-1. Hijikata is up 2-1 on De Jong, but De Jong is currently serving for the fourth set. However, the Dutchman is down, love 30. Mikkelsen leads Fernley by a set and a break. Spider is up a set and a double break on the Spaniard Llamas Ruiz. Regarding some of the stats for Madison Keys against Kayla Day, well, of course, the most important stat of all is that Keys has won 6-7, 6-4, 6-3. Other stats include 7 double faults from Keys, 5 from Day. Total points won 117 for Madison to 107. It was close. It was very close. Madison winning 48% of her second serves. Maybe want to do a bit better than that. Kayla Day was 1 from 8 on break points. That'll be a huge regret for Kayla. Anyway, it is Madison Keys who prevails, and she goes into the second round. Anisimova is in the second round. Grant beat Bolter, so she is in the second round. Sakari won in straight sets over Townsend, so it's the Greek who's in the second round there as well. They are all results from earlier today. Jamur is up a set and a break on Ferry. Royer leads Wendelken by 2-1, and Buskova has just got over the line. She's won in 3 sets over Gibson on court number 17. So that is just about bringing you up to date with all things tennis. Let's switch over to Taylor Townsend against Iga Swiatek, because they are now underway. And we see that Taylor Townsend is serving first, and it's 30 all. She was 15-30 down, but it's now 30 all. Please do hit that like button if you're just joining us. And if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe. We're getting closer to 32,000 subs. Game point here for Taylor Townsend. .40-30, serves out wide, comes into the net, doesn't need to worry about it. 1-love. Taylor Townsend. Do hit the like button, people. That would help a lot. And of course, if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe. We're also going to put a poll up for you on the Swiatek Townsend watch-along. And I want to know who you think is going to win. The reigning champion, Iga Swiatek, or the challenger, Taylor Townsend. Swiatek beat Anisimova in last year's final, and Anisimova has already won her first round match in straight sets. Okay, Swiatek is serving at love 15. And it's going to be a second serve for Kayla Townsend. Vatan is serving at 2-5, love 15 against Shelton. Good return there from Kayla. Comes into the net with a drive volley. Really good aggressive grass court tennis there from Kayla Townsend. Love 30 on the Swiatek serve. Taylor Fritz has won the first set over Dusan Lajovic, 6-3. Oh, and Swiatek is going to go long with a backhand. Love 40. 3 break points. Oh, we just had 6 people subscribe. Thank you very much for that. We are now 25 subscribers away from 32,000. Anyway, 3 break points here for Kayla Townsend on centre court against the reigning champion, Iga Swiatek. Backhand return is not going to be made. It was a good first serve there from Iga with a nice shape on it. Townsend couldn't deal with it. And as a result, the first break point for Iga has been saved. Oh, we just had another subscriber. 24 away from 32,000. Decent return that from Taylor, but that's a lovely backhand cross court from Iga Swiatek to save another break point. 30-40. But still, one more break point to save here for Iga. 30-40. Down the tee, backhand return. Forehand from Iga. Lovely forehand winner there from her. 3 first serves from Iga Swiatek. Really helping her. Townsend maybe on the return. But Iga still had some shots to put away, and she did. So we are now at deuce. Just having a look around the grounds. Shelton serving for the second set against Vatan. He's had a heap of break points on the auto serve. Are we going to get another break point here for Taylor Townsend after Iga puts her backhand long? It's not quite got her radar in at the moment. Kokonakis and Bublik just taking to the court. Imanor upper set to love on Borushaga. They're on serve in the second set. And Shelton serving for the second set against Otto Vatan. 5-3, 15 love. Okay, break point here for Taylor Townsend. It's her 4th one. And she's going to get a second serve. Much needed, I would suggest, because Iga on the first serve has looked pretty good in saving some of these break points. That first serve speed of 97 miles an hour, that's going to drop, of course, for a fair bit for the second serve here. Block return. Iga there, going to put the forehand away. Again, Taylor on the return. The body serve, she couldn't react well enough, and it's deuce. Okay, forehand here from Taylor. Iga struggling, but actually Taylor's given her a helping hand there in terms of getting back into the rally. And she's just relying on an Iga miss, but she's got it on the forehand side. So it is another break point for Iga Swiatek. Kamil Majchak has beaten Tabilo in straight sets. Job done for Kamil, knocking out the number 30 seed. De Jong has just sealed the 4th set, so they're going 5 against Hichikata. Second serve here for Taylor Townsend. Breakpoint number 5. Look at her insider. I mean, I don't listen. You've got to be delivering right on these second serve. Look at how far Taylor Townsend is inside the court. Really, really putting pressure on Iga. She is not afraid of the second serve. Look at this. This is fascinating. She wants to take charge of this point from the minute it crosses the net. And she can't deal with that second serve. Maybe she's not good enough for that. I don't know. I mean, she is smiling. Alexiala coming up later on today. Her match will start when the Bublik-Kokinakis match concludes. That is on court number 12. So, deuce here between Swiatek and Townsend. Backhand return from Taylor. Forehand now from Taylor to the backhand of Iga. Backhand again into the forehand of Taylor Townsend, pushing Iga out wide. Taylor comes into the net, but she can't put the half volley away. It's going to be a game point for Iga Swiatek. This game feels huge already. With all the break points that Taylor has had come and go. I think it's been 5 in all. Including 3 in a row. Okay, backhand down the line from Taylor's going to miss. And Iga gets out of a huge hole to hold. 1 game all. Okay, love 15 here on the Taylor Townsend serve. And it's now love 30. Iga Swiatek. And Taylor's missed the first serve out wide, so a second serve here for Iga to look at here on centre court. 9 minutes to 2 local time. Good forehand return. Now on the backhand of Iga, and it's a wonderful backhand cross-court winner from Iga Swiatek. Love 40. She now has 3 break points in a row. I don't know. I just can't see her squandering those 3 break points in a row like Taylor Townsend just did. Taylor had 5 in all, 3 in a row on the Iga serve. He was trying to get into Iga's head as well with that return position. Iga with a block return. Now it's on the forehand of Taylor. Taylor comes into the net, puts that backhand volley away. That wasn't super easy. She made it look easier than it was. That's fair. For those of you just tuning in, please do hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. We are currently 25 subscribers away from 32,000. Backhand return from Swiatek. Slice from Montgomery. Backhand cross court. Montgomery on the forehand. Goes long. Iga gets the break. 2-1. Change of ends. Okay, so Iga Swiatek leads by an early break over Taylor Townsend. 2-1. Fritz leads by 1 set to love over Dusan Lajovic. Shelton and Vatan are 1 set apiece. Kokkinakis and Bublik are just underway on court number 12. That is the same court that Alex Ayala will be playing Zarazua on. The Ayala-Zarazua match will follow Kokkinakis against Alexander Bublik. De Minaur is up a set and a break on Burashaga. Nakashima leads by 2 sets to love over Pennington Jones. They're just recommencing. In fact, they are warming up. That was a match that got halted due to darkness last night. Rakimova is won in 3 sets over Kalinina. Golovic is up 4-2 on Shimanovic. 4-2 and 30 love. Arnaldi and Hallis are 1 set apiece. Bonzi is serving for a 2 sets to love lead over Diallo. Hanfman leads Mpechi. In fact, Hanfman has beaten Mpechi Pericard by 3 sets to 1. That is some breaking news for you. Faria and Shimabukura. Oh, big moment here in the Jaime Faria match because Shimabukura is serving at 3-4 and Faria just gets the break. Faria gets the break, leads 5-3. So he will serve for a 3 sets to 1 win if that follows. He's serving for the match anyway, Jaime. The Portuguese and big friend of the show. Backhand Swiatek down the line, winner for 15 love. Okay. So Swiatek here looking to consolidate the break. 2-1, 30 love. Faria serving for the match. 30 love. It's now 40 love for Jaime. He has 3 match points for a 4-set win over Shimabukuro. Shimabukuro was serving for the first set, remember? Jaime broke and won that first set before going into a 2 sets to love lead. Shimabukuro won the third set tiebreak pretty comfortably, 7 points to 2. But now, Jaime Faria has 3 match points, all on his serve for a spot in the second round at Wimbledon. It'll be his first appearance in the second round at Wimbledon in what has been a pretty solid Grand Slam 18 months for the Portuguese. Making and qualifying for all of the slams, including a second round appearance in Australia, where he took a set off Novak Djokovic. Swiatek has held for 3-1. Jaime Faria has squandered the first of those 3 match points, but he's still got 2 more in the pocket. How's this going to pan out for Jaime Faria? Wow, look at the size of this first serve, and that's going to help him win the match. 7-6, 6-3, 6-7, 6-3. Jaime Faria is through to the second round at Wimbledon for the first time in his career. Okay. Faria through. Oh, I've got music going on, have I? I didn't realise. I'll turn it off. Sorry, Ghosty. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay, Iga here is love 15 on the Taylor serve, and it's now going to be love 30 after Taylor goes long. Okay, thank you, producer Ghosty. So, in terms of the matches that we have been bringing you in our multi-stream, Faria is through in 4 sets over the Japanese show. Maishak has won in straight sets over Tabilo. Sakari beat Townsend in straight sets. And Keys came through in 3 sets against Kayla Day. Paolini is through also in a 3-set epic, having lost the first set by 6 games to Love. Good to see some new faces in the chat, by the way. Please, all of you, do hit subscribe on our channel as we get closer and closer to 32,000 subscribers. Just going to put my phone on charge. Okay, 30 all here on the Taylor Townsend serve. Misses the first serve. Remember, Taylor Townsend had 5 break points in the early stages of this match on the Swiatek serve, but couldn't take any of them. And then Iga got the break immediately afterwards, and here we are. Taylor Townsend serving at 1-3, 30 all. Double fault from Taylor, meaning another break point for Iga Swiatek. Some concerned faces in the Townsend box there. And Iga does indeed get the break. So leads 4-1 with a double break now. Okay. Need a sip of water. Vatan and Shelton are 1 set apiece. Jaime Faria is through in 4 sets. Madison Keys is through in 3 sets. Maria Sakkari has knocked out Clara Townsend in straight sets. Bringing you up to date with all things tennis. Townsend looks kind of lost. Yeah, she does, really, but she... Seriously, John, your music is still going on? Really? I thought I turned it off. Should be off. Is it not off, Ghosty? I think I turned it off. Okay, Swiatek here serving 4-1, 15 all. Let me know if the music is on or off. That would be great to know. Because I did click stop about 5 minutes ago. And I'm hoping it worked. Let me know if it didn't work, Ghosty. For those of you just tuning in, please do hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. We are 20 subscribers away from a magnificent 32,000 subscribers. Swiatek here has a game point for 5-1. Good backhand up the line there. Townsend now with a tricky smash that she misses. Swiatek does indeed hold for 5-1. And this set looks gone for Taylor. Looks like it's gone. I've seen crazier turnarounds in my life, but yeah, 26 minutes on the clock. Swiatek leads by 5 games to 1. And those 5 break points that Taylor had earlier on in this set feel a long time ago. Taylor Townsend holds a career record of 13-20 in first-round Grand Slam matches. So not great. 2-3 here at Wimbledon. 2 wins, 3 losses. For those of you in the Taylor Townsend Iga Swiatek chat, can you confirm or deny the music that apparently can be heard by Ghosty on his stream? Kokinakis and Bublik. Kokinakis up an early break on Alexander Bublik. Townsend here serving to stay in the first set. Gets to 30 love on her serve. Okay. Townsend here serving 30-15 now on center court. 28 minutes on the clock. Just after 2 o'clock local time. Taylor misses her first serve by some distance there. Where are you going to go with this second serve, Taylor? Down the tee, maybe catching you by surprise a little bit there. Good depth there from... No, Taylor's gone long with that forehand. I was just praising her for some good depth there. It was super close. Taylor looks surprised by the call, but it is 30-40. And therefore, a set point for Iga Swiatek. I think. Oh, no, we're replaying the point for some reason. I have no idea why. Odd. Taylor comes in for a serve volley. Iga on the backhand here. Smash for Taylor Townsend. Puts it away. 40-30. Game point for Taylor Townsend. Okay, Taylor Townsend to serve. Down the tee, but misses the first serve. So a second serve here for Iga Swiatek to look at, 40-30. Double fault. Double fault, so we're at deuce. Iga now 2 points away from winning the first set. Deuce here. Taylor comes in for a serve volley, but it doesn't work. So it's a set point for Iga Swiatek. Set point here on the Townsend serve. Misses the first serve, does Taylor, down the tee. Second serve for Swiatek to look at. On this set point. Decent second serve from Taylor Townsend. She comes into the net, but it's a great passing shot from Iga Swiatek on the forehand side. She wins the first set by 6-1. Francisco Roy talking to other members of the Iga team. But it is 6-1. Iga Swiatek, 31 minutes for the reigning champion to win that set. It was all about the 5 break points that Taylor had at the beginning of the match on the Iga serve. Couldn't take any of them. 3 of them, of course, were in a row. And then from that moment onwards, Iga ran away with that first set and looked pretty comfortable from there on in. And as Ghosty highlights in the chat, Taylor looking not so comfortable. And so Iga Swiatek wins by 6-1. This, of course, is in the same mini section as players that include Maya Joint, Alex Ayala, and Serena Williams, all in this little mini section, all potential second and third round clashes there. Oh, Pliskova as well. In fact, Pliskova lies in wait for the winner of this Townsend-Swiatek match. I should highlight that. Okay, let's have a look around the grounds. For those of you tuning in, wondering, oh, how did Show and Faria get on? How about Tabilo and Maishak? How about Townsend and Sakari? And how about Keys and Day? Well, there were wins for Jaime Faria, Kamil Maishak, Maria Sakari, and Madison Keys, albeit in very different manners. Faria beat Show in 4 sets. Maishak beat Tabilo in straight sets. Sakari beat Townsend in straight sets. And Madison Keys had to come from a set down to beat Kayla Day in 3 sets. Regarding the statistics from the Taylor Townsend-Iga Swiatek match, any standout moments? Well, Taylor was 6 from 13 at the net. Just 4 unforced errors from Iga Swiatek in that set. But the most important statistic of all is that she won by 6-1 and will begin the second set not only serving first, but also with new balls. So, 6-1, first set for Iga Swiatek. Second set getting underway, and it's going to be a second serve for Taylor Townsend to look at. Let's also have a look around the grounds to see what else is going on. Arnaldi and Hallis are 1 set apiece. Golubic is 1 set to love up. Galbas and Jacquemont are just getting underway. And De Jong and Hijikata are into a 5th set, and it's De Jong up 3-1 in the deciding set. Birrell and Korneva just getting underway. Bonzi is up 2 sets to love on Diallo. What else can I bring you? Jamur and Ferry are 1 set apiece. Bergs is up an early break on Humbert. That, of course, is a repeat of the Eastbourne final. Zizou won that one. Well, he's off to a good start once again against the Frenchman Humbert. Spider's up 2 sets to love on Llamas Ruiz. Mickelson leads Fernley by 2 sets to love. Haddad Meyer and Tim Favor are just underway on court number 9. Yeah. Anything else to tell you? Nakashima and Pennington Jones, they are recommencing after last night's halt of play due to bad light. Nakashima leading 2 sets to love there. He's now 6-5 up in the 3rd set on Pennington Jones. So when they return to the court, The Brit will be serving to stay in the match. Kokkinakis is up 5-3 on Bublik in the first set. De Minaur leads Burashaga by 2-0 and a break in the early stages of the third set. Fritz is up a set and a break on Lajovic. Shelton and Vatan are 1 set apiece and on serve in the third set. So that is tight over on court number 2. Bringing you back to center court, we have Iga Swiatek serving first, having won the first set by 6-1, but she is down 15-30 on her serve here, and she's going to miss the first serve at 15-30. So a second serve here for Taylor Townsend to look at. And it's a double fault, 15-40. Hey, Snarehill, how are you? So 2 break points here for Taylor Townsend. Remember, she had 5 break points in the early stages of the first set. Well, she's going to have 2 more here. And this time she gets the break. 1-love she leads. Finally breaking the Iga Swiatek serve. Look at those people there supporting, I think, Taylor Townsend. There was Naomi Osaka and Katarina Siniakova. Siniakova, I think, of course, is a doubles partner of Taylor, so that makes sense. Naomi Osaka and Taylor Townsend, I think, have a good relationship off the court as well. So there we go. So Iga Swiatek won the first set by 6-1, but that doesn't really tell the entire story, really. Taylor really should have got the break in the early stages, and who knows, maybe the match would have been slightly different. She then faded pretty quickly. What's going on court number 18? It looks like some medical assistance for someone. Let me just have a quick look to see who that is on court 18. Is it Pennington Jones? I think it's Pennington Jones getting some medical attention. And really bad news for the Brit is not only that, is he's serving to stay in the match against Nakashima. Bublik is serving to stay in the first set against Kokkinakis. 3-5 deuce there. Okay, smash here for Taylor Townsend. That's the second bad smash from her today. Maybe the sun was making that one a little bit difficult. And it is love 15 on the Taylor serve. Okay, backhand return from Iga. Forehand now from Taylor Townsend up the line. Iga goes long on the forehand side. Iga hitting just 4 unforced errors in the first set. Well, there's another one to add to that tally. She goes long on the forehand there. You missed it then, Snail. She had 5 break points, including 3 in a row. And there was one where she had a second serve. And Taylor was really far inside the court. And in the end, she paid the price. Oh, a backhand there going into the net from Taylor Townsend. I think she was trying to put Swiatek off. She was all smiles when she... Honestly, I've never seen anyone so far inside a court for a second serve on Iga's serve. She was about 1.5 meters inside the baseline. But it didn't work. I think she was just trying to unnerve Iga and maybe lull her into a double fault. And she had chances as well on another one of the break points. The other 3, Iga did well with the first serves. They weren't mega, but they were well placed. But Taylor really didn't do so well on the return on those either. There was one down the tee that sort of arced out. I mean, Siniakova is a Townsend doubles partner. Osaka, maybe just a friend. I mean, 5 break points, Snarehill, 3 in a row. And a couple of them with second serves. And as I say, that one with the with the second set where she was so far inside the bait line. She really deserved to break. Yeah, I completely agree, Snail. She didn't deserve to break. No one deserves to break, unless maybe you get like a crazy net cord, like Iga suffered from against Navarro. But that aside, you know, if you mess up your returns. But did Iga get away with one? Yeah, sure. Oh, putting the forehand there into the net, Townsend. So it is deuce. It's not my way of looking at it. It happened. Just painting a picture for you, my man. Don't get mad. Chill. You should be happy if you're an Iga fan because she leads by 1-0. Taylor comes into the net, puts the forehand volley away. I think the good news for Iga in the first set is the fact that she only hit 4 unforced errors. The bad news is that her serve... Game point here for Taylor Townsend to go up 2-love and consolidate that early break. Second serve here for Iga to look at. Yeah, agree. It's 3:20 where I am, and I've not had lunch yet. Oh, a moonball here from Taylor Townsend. Forehand from Iga. The forehand also looked a bit off at times, but I'm probably also thinking about this second set as well in terms of the forehand. Taylor defending. She slips there slightly, but still she's in the rally, but puts that forehand slice into the net. So deuce. Second deuce of the game. Kokkinakis is serving for the first set against Bublik. I missed the Bublik, the Djokovic Wu match. But it sounds like people were entertained. Even Novak was entertained by someone in the crowd, right? Getting married or proposing during his match. Yeah, I didn't think she needed to do that, Ghosty. I think she'd lost her balance and that made her make that decision. But she looked like she was back on her feet by then. Okay, Iga on the forehand here. She doesn't really have problems with the slice, I don't think, from Taylor. Because she can get that shape. And that's a drop shot. Now a lob. Iga running this down. Goes for the tweener. Not bad from Iga, to be fair. But Townsend puts the volley away and she's all smiles. I think Taylor's here out to have some fun. If she ends up, winning a set, maybe winning the match as well, so be it. But if she ends up losing, I think she'll be fine with that too, which can be a good combination, but it can also be a bit too chilled. And I think when she didn't take those 5 break points, I think she did sort of take her eye off the ball a bit. Going to have a quick look around the ground. So we've got a game point for Taylor. We'll just see how this point pans out. Forehand return from Iga into the backhand of Taylor Townsend. Forehand now, Taylor's on the attack. Iga defending. Smash here for Taylor. And those smashes today have not been great, but it doesn't matter because she puts it away at the second time of asking. We've had a couple of horrible smashes from Taylor today, and maybe they would have been going through her mind during that smash. But she does consolidate the break eventually and get to 2-love. So I said I'd have a look around the grounds. And here we have some news for you. Taylor Fritz leads Dusan Lajovic by 2-0. So listen up, people. Kokkinakis is serving for the first set against Bublik and has a set point. We have De Minaur is 3 points away from the win against Budashaga. He leads by 2-0, 5-love. and 30-15 on his serve. So he's serving for the match. Vatan and Shelton are 1 set apiece. Nakashima has just got over the line against Pennington Jones. That was a match that was halted last night due to bad light. And they have returned to the court today, and Nakashima's got over the line in 3 sets. Iga Swiatek here serving, and she's down love 15 after she puts her forehand passing effort wide. Bublik has saved the first set point, so it is deuce, or has saved a set point, I should say. So that is deuce with Kokkinakis serving for the first set. Jacquet is up 4-1 on Galbas. Haddad Meyer and Timofeeva are on serve in the first set. Birel leads 3-love with 1 break on Koreeva. Bonzi is up 2 sets to love on Diallo, and they're 3-all in the third set. Arnaldi are 1 set apiece and are on serve in the third. Golubic leads Shimanovic by 1 set to love. Munar and Franz Rundalo are just getting underway on court number 14. Spider is up 2 sets to love and 4-3 with a break on court number 11 over Yamas Ruiz. De Jong is getting closer to the finish line in the 5th set on Hijikata. He leads 4-2, does the Dutchman, on his Australian opponent, and also has 40-love on his serve to get to 5-2. Mickelson is 2 sets to love up on Fernley, but Fernley leads 4-1 in the third. Ferry and Jamur are 1 set apiece, but Ferry leads by 2 games to love in the third set. Bergs, picking up where he left off in Eastbourne, has won the first set over Humbert. That is, of course, an Eastbourne final rematch. So I think that brings you up to date with all things tennis around the grounds at Wimbledon. The Vatan Shelton match is particularly interesting. Shelton does have 2 game points to get to 4-all. Oh! Breaking news from centre court. 15-40. So it's 2 break points here for Taylor Townsend. Second serve as well. Ooh, Igor a bit lucky there, but don't tell Snehil that. Igor a bit lucky there with that second serve, clipping the net and still landing in. But it's a double fault from Iga. And so it is 3-love. Taylor Townsend leads with a double break. Oh, what about Kokkinakis? He's got over the line. 6-4. Bublik is going to have to come from a set down. De Minaur has won over Burashaga. 7-6, 6-1, 6-love. Roman, I think, got the... Well, no, I know he got the early break. And the other thing with Burashaga is I think he was up, I'm going to say 3-1. Not 3-love. I think it was 3-1 Burashaga was leading. So if you think about it, from that moment, from 3-1, De Minaur just wins nearly all the games for the rest of the match. I mean, he probably only dropped, I think he only dropped 4 more games in the rest of the match. Hour and 54 minutes, and De Minaur is through. Roman Burashaga, fun fact, we do have a great interview with Roman as well from a couple of years ago in Wedash. But in addition to that, we also have Roman Burashaga. 40 years ago, I think it was yesterday, 40 years ago yesterday, his father scored the winning goal in the World Cup final for Argentina against Germany. So the 29th of June, and German football, I should say West Germany, actually, in 1986. But yeah, German football and the 29th of June, bearing in mind what happened yesterday against Paraguay, not a good day. Germany haven't made the last 16 of the World Cup since they won it in 2014. They've gone out in the 32 round. Oh, look at that return from Iga. That's horrible. 15 love here for Taylor Townsend. Where's Nerlan? We miss you, man. Okay. Vatan and Shelton are 4 all, but Vatan has a game point to get to 5-4. And he's got it. So Shelton now, when they return to the court, is going to serve to stay in the set. Ooh, backhand there goes into the net from Iga Swiatek. And so it's 40 love here for Taylor Townsend to consolidate that double break advantage and get to 4 love. 3 game points now. Badly missed first serve there, though, from Taylor. Comes into the net here, Taylor, but she's a bit vulnerable here. But Iga can't pass. And it is 4 love for Taylor Townsend. Ooh, we are racking up the subscribers, people. We are 12 subscribers away from 32,000. So thank you very much. Do hit that subscribe button if you can. Okay, let's get the Iga match back up for you on the screen. Iga Taylor. Ooh, Iga coming into the net there, and this time it's Townsend who can't pass. So 15 love here for Iga, who opened her bakery in the first set with a 6-1 bagel. Breadstick, I should say. I get my bagels and my breadsticks muddled up. Okay, 15 all here. Baguette, yeah, maybe. Baguette, breadstick, kind of similar in the way they look. Breadstick, of course, much thinner and pretty boring as well. Breadstick is boring in terms of flavor. I mean, it just tastes like cardboard. People say it tastes like cardboard, right? And these sort of things, but I don't know what cardboard tastes like, if I'm honest. Iga with a nice +1 winner there on the forehand side for 30-15. Getting a bit peckish. I had a late breakfast of strawberries, yogurt, and muesli. Good serve from Iga down the tee there to get to 40-15. Just going to have a look around the grounds. Okay, Shelton holds for 5 all. Huge moment in that match. Kokinakis and Bublik's second set underway. Bublik has held for 1-love. Swiatek here at 40-30 to finally get on the board in this second set. Body serve there. Do you think Taylor, I mean, how can I be critical of Taylor in terms of the fact she's got a double break in this second set, but I'm not sure about that first serve return position. Anyway, what do I know? Okay, Vatan here serving at 5-all, 15-love. Fritz is up 2-0 on Lajovic. Arnaldi and Hallis are into a third set tiebreak. That is 1 set apiece. Golubic is up 1-0. Birel is up 4-2 on Korneeva. Bonzi is 2-0 up against Diallo. It's 4-all in the third. Jacquet is 5-2 up on Galbas. Hadajmai and Timofeeva are on serve in the first set. De Jong is serving for the match and has a match point on his serve against Hijikata. That is, of course, a match that is spread across 2 days. Match point for De Jong against Hijikata. Spider has just beaten Llamas Ruiz in 3 sets. Breaking news. 1 hour and 35 minutes on the clock there on court number 11. Llamas Ruiz is out. Spider is through. What about De Jong and Hijikata? De Jong has a match point here for the Dutchman after 4 hours and 19 minutes spread across 2 days. Remember, play was halted last night due to bad light. They came back today, and now they're in a 5-set dogfight. But can De Jong get over the line on this match point? Yes, he can. Jesper De Jong beats Rinky Hijikata in 5 sets. Breaking news after 4 hours and 20 minutes. 7-6, 3-6, 5-7, 6-4, 6-3. And it is the Dutchman who progresses to the second round at Wimbledon at the Australians' expense. So off goes Jesper De Jong into the round of 64. Munar is up an early break on Frans Cerundolo. Okay, didn't expect that. Mickelson leads Fernley by 2-0, but Fernley has some set points. And in fact, Fernley's won the third set by 6-2. Breaking news. Mickelson and Fernley are into a 4th set. Mickelson leads Fernley, though, by 2-1. Ferry and Jamur are 1 set apiece, with Ferry up a break on the Bosnian in the third set. Bergs is up 1-0 on Humbert. He won that by 6-2, and they are 1-all in the second set. Ooh, Shelton is serving to stay in the third set against Vatanen. It was always a banana skin for Ben. But he holds serve here and wins the tiebreak, and, you know, everything's looking rosy. But right now, bit of pressure for Ben to deal with. Okay, we've got some game points here for Taylor Townsend after Iga Swiatek goes long on the backhand side. Kokinakis and Bublik 1 game all. Anyway, Townsend here, 4-1, 40-love. She looked pretty comfortable on serve in this second set, unlike the first when she was broken 3 times. Did well to break Iga at the beginning of the second in terms of the fact there was it was a lovely return of serve there from Iga, 40-15. In terms of that Iga began this set by serving first and with new balls. Smash here first. Oh, and Iga can't deal with the smash. We've seen some mixed smashes, let's say, from Taylor today, but at least she wins the point from there and does get to 5-1. Now, what can I snack on to keep me going for now? Yes, I do have one idea. I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, I know what I'm going to stack on. I know. I've got a cheeky snack lined up. Yeah. A cheeky snack. Cheeky. So, Swiatek is serving to stay in the second set at 1-5, but she does lead 15 love. Okay, snacky. 30 love for Iga. Oh, that's really good defense from Iga. Really good reaction forehand there. And she's now at 40 love. Forty love for Iga. Good forehand from her. Townsend defends. Lofted ball up. The rally continues. Iga on the forehand. Drop shot here from Taylor. Works nicely. 40-15. Okay. I've never even heard of those, Ghosty. Oh, Shelton and Vatan are into a third set tiebreak. Woo! Block return there from Taylor. Taylor defending. Iga should win the point from here and does. 5-2. So, when they return to the court, Taylor Townsend will serve for the second set. Taylor Fritz is honing in on a win over Lajovic. Taylor leads by 2 sets to love and 4-3 with a break. So Taylor is 2 holes away from a spot in the second round. Hatchinoff and Billy Harris are just getting underway. Bublik is down 1 set to love against Kokinakis. Mensik and Samuel are just about to get underway. Every time I look at my screen, by the way, I see another Brit taking to the court as they desperately seek wins. They have had 1 win. I think it was Harriet Dart today. Let me just check on this. So yesterday, British players, or yesterday and today, British players to lose. Pennington Jones, Tarvet, Norrie, Gill, Bassing. This is all on the men's side. And of course, Jack Draper withdrew. Emma Raducanu withdrew as well through injury on the women's side. More absences as well, or losses. Oh, Katie Swan is the British winner. My bad. Katie Swan is the winner on the women's side. That happened earlier over Begu. Yeah, Harriet Dart lost yesterday to Ostapenko. Bolter has lost today to Grant of Italy as well. And other losses yesterday for the women included Fran Jones, Hannah Klugman, Zhu, Dudany, Harriet Dart, as I just highlighted, losing to Yelena Ostapenko. No shame in that loss, of course. And Stojasevich as well, lost in straight sets to Bencic. In fact, she just won 3 games. Okay, let's get back to today because we have Iga Swiatek here. Up love 15 on Taylor Townsend's serve. Taylor, of course, is serving for this set. Okay, my snack seems to be ready. Nice. Okay, 15 all here on the Taylor Townsend serve. Deuteronomy. You got to tell me what that is. Yeah, Evo would have won his first match. I mean, it would have been entertaining, whatever happened, you know? Eager forehand slice goes into the tram line. So 30-15 here for Taylor Townsend. 2 points away from winning the first set. Oh, how's that tiebreak going between Shelton and Vatan? Oh, Shelton's up a mini break. 4-2. The number 4 seed. Tough draw for Ben. Drawing Vatan in the first round. Lost the first set when he was serving to stay in at 4-5. Okay, Iga on the forehand here. Slice from Taylor Townsend. And the backhand from Iga goes long. 2 set points for Taylor Townsend to force this into a third set. Taylor comes into the net. Puts that long. 40-30. Snaggly snack. Don't talk back. Backhand return from Iga. Forehand from Taylor. Just getting over the net. Iga there with a shapy forehand. And the backhand from Taylor goes long. So 2 set points have come and gone. Oh, Vatan has got the mini break back on Ben Shelton. The Finn is serving at 3-4 in the tiebreak. Iga on the attack. Iga on the attack. Backhand slice here from Taylor Townsend. I don't think Taylor should slice into the forehand of Iga. Slice into the backhand, sure. Anyway, that slice went into the net, so we never even saw what Iga was going to deal with it as. Okay, break point for Iga Swiatek. Serve volley from Taylor. Doesn't do enough with the volley, but puts the smash away. Deuce. Iga has 20 unforced errors. Well, the remarkable thing is she hit 4 in the first set. So that means she's hit 16 in the second. You do the math. Ooh, does she do enough with the volley there? No, but the second volley she does. Nice net play there from Taylor Townsend in the end. And she's going to have a third set point. Lovely serve out wide from Taylor Townsend's an ace. 3 sets we're going to get on centre court. Iga's going to go off court. So, 3 sets it is. All right, what about Vatan and Shelton? Shelton has a set point on the Vatan serve. Okay. Oh, Bublik has a couple of break points on the Kokkinakis serve, but the first one's come and gone. I mean, 20 is not great, but it is across 2 sets. The weird thing is it's 16 in 1 set on the unforced errors count for Iga. Right. Matches still to come today. Blocks, Zverev, Mertens, Sigerman, Schneider, Lees, Molchan, Altmaier, Seidel, Noskova. All of those, of course, matches involving Germans on my screen right now. I've got a sip of water. Time to top up my water bottle. Iga is coming off court. Taylor Townsend sits and waits for her opponent to return to the court. 1 set apiece. Oh, Fritz has a match point, does he? What about Shelton? Ooh, Vatan now has a set point on the Shelton serve. Fritz has won. 1 hour and 41 minutes. Taylor Fritz is through in straight sets over Dusan Lajovic. Vatanen, set point on the Shelton serve. I said it beforehand. Underestimate Otto Vatanen at your peril. He is a phenomenal tennis player. And on grass in particular. Oh, Shelton saved the set point. 7-all. Hatchinoff has held serve for 1-love against Billy Harris at the beginning of their match. Oh, Kokkinakis has saved those break points against Bublik. Oh, what's our subscriber count? Oh, we're getting close. 6 subscribers away from 32,000. Oh, 8-all in this tiebreak between Vatanen and Shelton. Woohoo! Shelton's Vatanen serving. Both have had set points. It's Vatanen serving at 8-8 in this 3rd set tiebreak. I'll come to the live chat in a moment as this tiebreak continues. Oh, Bublik has got the break on Kokkinakis. Leads 4-2 in the 2nd set over on court number 12. Iala against Zarazua is the match that follows the Kokkinakis-Bublik match. Shelton has a set point, and it's on his serve. 2 hours and 24 minutes, and they've not even completed 3 sets yet. Tommy Paul won his match in 73 minutes in the first round. Okay, set point. Ben Shelton on his serve. The serve speed, 145 miles an hour. Maybe it didn't land in. No, second serve, 114 miles an hour. Okay, how's this point going to pan out? Is Shelton going to get over the line and win this third set? This set point is on his serve. The rally goes on. 9 points to 8 for the American. He gets over the line. Shelton wins the third set tiebreak over Otto Vatanen by 10 points to 8. Wow. Swiatek is back on court for the third set. 146 mile an hour ace. Swiatek serving first and is up 15-love on her serve. Okay. 30-love here for Iga Swiatek with that body serve that Townsend couldn't deal with. So the breaking tennis news is that Iga Swiatek is being made to go to a third set by Taylor Townsend. Taylor Fritz has won his match over Dusan Lajovic in straight sets. Shelton has just won the third set over Otto Vatanen. So it is 2-1 for the American number 4 seed. And Bublik has just gone up a break in the second set, having lost the first set to Kokkinakis. So there you go. Talking tennis, keeping you up to date with all things Wimbledon. Do hit that like button, by the way. And if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe, because we are now 6 subscribers away from 32,000 subscribers. A lot of people praying for an Alex Ayala win today against Zadazua. I don't think it might not be necessary. Save those prayers for a bigger assignment would be my tip, but there we go. What do I know? 30-15 here for Iga Swiatek. Forehand return from Taylor into the backhand of Iga. Iga comes into the net. Does she put the volley away? No. Puts the volley long. So from 30-love, it's now 30-all. Oh, for sure, there'll be bigger assignments to come. Of course, Serena Williams or Maya Join will play the winner of Alex Ayala and Zadazua. As I see the rain coming down outside. Good serve there from Iga to bring up 40-30. First world problems, I know. 40-30, game point here for Iga Swiatek. Down the T serve, but she's missed that first serve. So a second serve here for Taylor Townsend to look at. Look at her inside the baseline. Big style. Double fault from Iga Swiatek. That time the second serve return position perhaps did work, unnerving her opponent, and we're at deuce. Okay, Swiatek to serve here at deuce. Misplaced ball toss from Iga. We are now 5 subscribers away from 32,000. Double fault from Swiatek once again. And we have a break point here for Taylor Townsend. Ghosty, I think we know the answer to that one, don't we? The Wimbledon crowds don't look like a joint bunch to me. Could be wrong. Okay. It's break point here for Taylor Townsend. Backhand return from her. It's going to go long, is it? Yes. Deuce. So the break point comes and goes. A bit like Snehill, coming and going. He's here when Iga's winning, and he disappears when she's losing. Or not doing as well, let's say. She's not losing nets. One set apiece. She's drawing right now. It's a nice serve +1, especially as it was on the backhand side there for Iga Swiatek. Game point here for the pole to grab 1 love in this deciding set. Backhand into the net from Iga Swiatek. Deuce. Shelton and Vatan are just beginning their 4th set. Shelton serving first at 30 all. Kokonakis serving to stay in the 2nd set against Bublik, and he's held. So now it's over to Alexander to serve out the 2nd set to make it 1 set all. Deuce here on centre court. It's a good serve from Iga, and Taylor can't quite deal with that on the backhand side. So we're going to have another game point here for Iga Swiatek. She has saved a break point in this service game. Oh, we've got a break point for Otto Vatanen on the Shelton serve at the beginning of the 4th set over on court number 2. So first serve fault there from Swiatek. So a 2nd serve here on game point. Vatanen gets the break over Shelton. Are we going to go 5 sets on court number 2? I mean, we're a long way away. It's just 1 love. But with the way these two guys are serving bombs, every break matters. Okay, 2nd serve here from Iga Swiatek. Double fault from Iga. Deuce. Yeah, a few double faults today, especially in the last few moments. Concerned Francisco Roig is on. Oh, it's an interesting return, that one from Taylor Townsend, and it's going to bring up a break point, a sort of chopped, as in that sort of chopped return. And Iga couldn't deal with the spin, and now we've got another break point here for Taylor Townsend. Okay, 2nd serve will be very useful for Taylor. She's not going to get it. Again, it's a block return. Iga's at the net. She should put the volley away, and she does. Deuce. A couple of break points now saved for Iga in this game, which feels pretty significant. Whatever happens, it's not been a comfortable start to her campaign. That is for sure. 8 minutes and 11 seconds for this game. Backhand return from Taylor Townsend is sensational. And it's going to be a break point for Taylor. Bublik has a set point. Okay, thank you very much, Ghosty, for keeping me up to date with other things. Tennis. Break point here, though, for Taylor Townsend. That body serve is going to go long. So 3rd break point for Taylor. Is it going to be 3rd time lucky? 2nd serve as well. Let's have a look at her return position. Yeah, indeed. She's going to be pretty far inside the baseline. I think she's just trying to intimidate Iga a bit. It has worked on occasions today. 2nd serve, because that clipped the net. A little bit of luck there for Iga, but don't say anything to Snehill on that, to that end. Not that Snehill is tuning in right now, because It's looking a bit worrisome for Iga. He'll be back when things look more comfortable. Good body serve there from Iga. Deuce. Vamos, says Francisco Roig. Jazda, I guess, would be the Polish response. Okay. Ooh, we are 3 subscribers away now from 32,000. Iga on the forehand into the net. That was a chance for Iga. And as a result, we're going to have a 4th break point for Taylor Townsend. And hello, for those of you tuning in for the Iala-Zadazua match. We will be bringing you that live shortly. But for now, we've got Iga Swiatek here on a second serve against Taylor Townsend. It's a 4th break point here for Taylor. This time she just stands a little bit further back. And the block return again is not going to work from her side. Into the net, and it's deuce. Whew. Yes, the Iala-Zadazua match. Yeah, pity, right, regarding Barclays. I mean, a pretty... Yeah, I mean, who is sponsoring tennis who has some modicum of good ethics? Not many, I would suggest. Not many. But it is what it is. Okay, game point now for Taylor. For Iga Swiatek here. Advantage for the pole. Forehand now from Iga into the backhand of Taylor Townsend, moving Iga across court. Is that going to go out or in? It's going to go just out. Deuce. Maybe a little bit lucky there for Taylor, because I think Taylor was like needing that to land out. She sort of stepped inside the court, and we're at 12 minutes for this game. And this game feels huge. I'll even go as far as to say that if Iga holds here, she'll win the match. And I'm not convinced that Taylor breaks and wins the match, just because I'm not. It's an interesting return there from Taylor. Lobbed up. That's going to go long, is it? Yes, lucky Iga there. But don't say that to Snehill. So game point for Iga Swiatek. Almost certainly not Ghosty, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Sorry. Oh, Iga puts a backhand into the net. Deuce. I mean, you do know what I want to say and have said. Yeah. I mean, someone could tell him or ask him, but of course they won't. They won't. I mean, it's all right. I don't mind saying it. It's horrible. But like I say, there's very few organizations that are anywhere near tennis who have any modicum of ethics. I mean, listen, what I'm here with apart from Tennis Warehouse Europe, sort of no backing. Nice volley there from Iga to get to game point. But I have to, if Barclays, or I'm not going to take a gambling. I want to resist. I want to resist. Let's see how much. I mean, I've had a few offers from gambling firms and I've turned them all down. If Barclays came along with, a couple of $100,000, because I know the tennis podcast is now sponsored by them. I think they could probably afford to say no, but maybe they can't. Also, I think a lot of people choose not to sort of see, but it is hard to avoid, as you say, in this world. Okay, second serve here for Townsend to look at game point. Forehand return goes into the net. And so Iga Swiatek does hold. Yeah. I guess at least we can just recognize that a lot of these organizations, banks, I mean, is there a bank out there that's not horrible? Probably not. How are we doing in some of the matches around the ground? So one set apiece between Kokkinakis and Bublik. That match, when that match is concluded, Zarazua and Alex Ayala will take to the court. Yeah, thanks. But it's good, I think, generally and ethically, but I could play a very different game. You know, I could celebrate Alexander Zverev's Wimbledon, French Open win and not mention anything about how he chose to settle regarding the domestic violence. I saw a podcast, let's say, decide to go down that route, and they were very celebratory, and it was a bit uncomfortable, actually, that they just didn't mention it at all. And it's a podcast not too far away from us, if you know what I mean. As for Taylor Townsend here, she's love 1. Vatan remains a breakup on Shelton. Pia Maria Ramos, hi to you. Backhand cross court here from Iga, and I think this might be Iga making her move. Love 15. We'll see. Oh, we are 1 subscriber away from 32,000 subscribers. 1 subscriber away. Nice smash there for Townsend to get to 15 all. So, if you are watching right now, and you haven't subscribed, please hit subscribe because we are 1 subscriber away. Are we going to get that one right now? Yes, we are. Well done, people of the world. 32,000 subscribers. All right, we can get back to the tennis now. 15 all here for Taylor Townsend. 15 all does become 30-15. Thanks, Ghosty. 30-15 here for Taylor Townsend. Oh, I've just got an email. I wonder if that's from YouTube. Saying, well done on 32,000. No, it's not. Okay. (40-15) here for Taylor Townsend. Serves down the tee. Backhand return into the forehand of Taylor. Forehand now from Iga. Backhand slice here from Taylor Townsend into the forehand of Iga. It's got nice shape on it. More slices coming up from Taylor into the forehand of Iga, which is something I think she should try and avoid, but sometimes it is unavoidable. I understand that. And so it is 40-30 now. Rebecca and Boisson just getting underway, or warming up anyway, on court number 1. Where are we at with Kokinakis and Bublik? They are serving the third set, one set apiece. Vatanen still has a break up on Shelton in the fourth. Hatchinoff leads Harris by 5-2 in the first. Backhand return here from Iga into the forehand of Taylor. But she gets away with that one, Taylor, because that was a bit short. But Iga can't punish it. She puts her forehand into the net. And so it's 1 game all. But that 12-minute hold from Iga does still feel significant in the first game. And significant to her favor. But we will see. 1 game all here. Swiatek here to serve. Where are you going with this serve? Down the tee, block return. It's going to go long. 15 love. Okay, Swiatek serving here. 15 love. Clips the net and goes long. So a second serve for Taylor Townsend to look at. She's just inside the baseline. Backhand returns, decent. Backhand again from Taylor into the backhand of Iga, which is really good. Iga comes into the net, puts the volley away nicely. That's good aggressive tennis there from Iga. Low net clearance on the backhand side, followed a nice net rush there as well. The right thing to do, or net approach, probably a better way of putting it, and a nice volley there from Iga. Better from her, for sure. 30 love. Vatanen is 3-2, love 15 in the fourth set against Ben Shelton. I think Ben is still winning, but whether that's in 4 or 5 right now, I mean, you'd think 5 with the way Otto's been serving and he's up a break. Good serve out wide there from Iga Swiatek to get to 40 love. Billy Harris is serving to stay in the first set against Karen Hatchinoff. 2-5, 15-30. That lob from Townsend is going to go long, and so Iga holds for 2-1. That's a quick hold for her. 2-1 she leads. Serving first in this deciding set. Might well be decisive. But let's see. Watching it. Okay, what else have we got going on? Oh, Vatanen is 15-30 on his serve at 3-2 in the fourth against Ben Shelton. Billy Harris has a game point to at least keep Karen Hatchinoff honest and make him serve it out. Kokinakis and Bublik, 1 set apiece and 2 games all. Mensik is serving to stay in the first set against Samuel, but he is 30 love up on his serve. Boisson and Mabakana on court number 1, warm up. And here on center court, we have Taylor Townsend, Iga Swiatek into a third set, and it is 1-2 with Taylor about to serve at 1-2. So they're on serve. And we have a little bit of mini breaking news. Shelton has 2 break-back points against Vatanen to get it on serve in the fourth. Big moment, this. Shelton gets it on serve, and he's got the momentum and might well see this out in 4. Vatanen gets out of this hold, and I guess we're probably going 5. And he saved the first of those 2 break points, 30-40. And he saved the second. Okay. Hatchinoff serving for the first set, up 30 love on Billy Harris. Taylor Townsend and Iga Swiatek are back on court. 1-2, Taylor serving. Gets that serve in. Now into the rally, but that backhand is always going to land in. I thought it was going to land out. Slice into the forehand of Iga. You do that at your peril, Taylor. Mind you, you go for the forehand at all at your peril because ultimately it's good attacking play on the forehand side from Iga. And she brings up love 15 on the Townsend serve. Vatan saved both of those break points and is at deuce. 2 hours and 49 minutes on the clock there on court number 2. Second serve here at love 15 for Iga to look at. Okay, backhand now from Taylor's really good, 15 all. I don't think so, Ghosty, no. She's deployed it from time to time, but I haven't, listen, this is just off the top of my head. I haven't noticed a pattern as in like she did loads in the first set, but not in the second or the other way around. See, she might be coming into the net a bit more in the third. I can't say anything, though, in terms of backing that up. Sorry. She might be keen to shorten the points as it gets more physical here. She's coming into the net here, and that wisely lets that one float out. I thought she was going to go for the volley there, which would have been a tricky one, bearing in mind where the ball was floating towards. 30-15. And it's going to be a second serve here for Iga to look at. No, Ghosty, I would disagree with that one. Hard court is the hardest on the knees, then it's clay, and then it's grass is the easiest. 40-15 here after Iga goes long on the return. So 2 game points for Taylor Townsend. Both of her last 2 service games, so the first one in this set and the second one, she lost the first point. Yeah, grass is definitely easier on the knees. As I say, the hardest is the hard courts. I mean, just listen. That's a hard court, yeah? Grass. You see what I mean? And clay is kind of somewhere in between. I'm surprised you haven't tried grass already, Ghosty, if you know what I mean. Okay, backhand return here from Iga is, wow, it's going to land on the line. Townsend's not sure about that. And I sort of understand her concern. Oh, Vatan held for 4-2. Hey, saving a couple of break points there. Well, here comes the serve volley, and it's a beautiful volley. That was really tricky, that volley. Oh, there's another reason why grass is easier on the knees. Well, you just play a lot less, don't you? The points are a lot shorter, a lot quicker. But that's not my main point. If we just imagine a 8-shot rally on clay, an 8-shot rally on grass, and an 8-shot rally on hard court, with the same number of meters moved in the same fluidity and direction. Rybakina is up an early break on Boisson. In fact, you can't get any earlier than the first game of the match. Okay, 2 all here. Mensik serving to stay in the first set against Samuel at 15 all. Forehand here from Iga. I think it's going to be too good. Yes, it is. 15 love. They keep showing that guy with the tie and the grey hair in the crowd. I have honestly no idea who he is. Backhand cross court from Iga is going to be too much for Townsend to deal with. 30 love. Shelton has a game point for 4-3. He was looking comfortable on his serve, but suddenly a couple of points in a row for Otto made it a little bit more doubtful. However, he's now got a game point to get it to 4-3. Okay, Swiatek here serving 2-all, 30 love. Good serve down the tee from Iga. Taylor can't deal with that, 40 love. That first game was huge, wasn't it? The 12-minute hold that Iga had, saving... How many break points was it? Maybe 5? I've got 5 on the mind because I know she saved 5 at the beginning of the match as well. Now, I would stick to that return position that Townsend just had for the first serve there. Yeah, all right. That's okay. Yeah, just there. Not any closer. Maybe even a few centimeters back. You see, that's what happens, you see. 3-2. Shelton Vatan deuce now on Ben's serve. Oh, we've got a couple of set points here for Samuel against Mensik. On Jakob's serve, Hatchinoff leads Harris by a set to love. Kokinakis and Bublik are 1 set apiece and 3-all in the second. Vatanen and Shelton at the moment look like they're heading to 5 sets. Townsend and Swiatek are 2-3 on serve in the third set. Rebecca seeking to consolidate her early break over Boisson. Mensik saves the first of the 2 set points. Arnaldi and Hallis are done. Hallis winning in 4 sets. Blinkova and Startup Saver have just got underway on court number 5. It is Blinkova serving first. Jacquet is serving for the second set against Galbas over on court number 6. Jacquet leads by 1 set to love and is serving for the second. Timofeeva is up a set and a break on Haddad Meyer, whose career is just in free fall at the moment in terms of losses. Korneva and Birrell are going to go to a third set. That is after Korneva bageled her Australian opponent in the second set. Diallo is fighting back big style against Bonzi because it's Bonzi who led by 2 sets to love, but Diallo is bearing down on making it 2 sets all. Diallo won the second set by 7 games to 6 in the tiebreak, and he's up a break in the in the fourth set. Jean, so good they named her twice, is up 3 love on Erjevich. McDonald won the first set over Kipson 6 games to 3, and Munar is up a set and a break on Franz Rundalo. Yeah, that could be a pretty sizable shock, I would suggest. He's serving for the second set, actually, albeit it's at deuce. Mickelson and Fernley are going 5. Good fight back there for Fernley because he was down 2 sets to love, but they're now about to begin their 5th set. Fedde has beaten Jamur, coming from a set down to win in 4 sets, and Zizou Bergs is up 2 sets to love on Humbert. All right. What about Vatanen and Shelton? Vatanen has broken Shelton and will serve for the 4th set. Iga Swiatek once again has love 15. What are you doing there, Taylor, on the forehand slice? Was there any need for that? That felt like a tired reaction from Taylor. Love 30. Okay, love 30 here. Townsend serves. Down the tee. Backhand return. Let it go, Taylor. She does. 15-30. Comes into the net. It's a great return from Iga because it was a really good serve out wide by Taylor Townsend. But the quality of the return made the serve volley too difficult. 15-40. And it is 2 break points for Iga Swiatek to take charge of this deciding set. Huge moment here. 15-40. Forehand return is really good. Iga takes a little slip, but the rally continues. Iga now has a chance to attack on the forehand side. Now it's on the Iga backhand. Forehand from Taylor into the backhand of Iga. Taylor comes into the net, doesn't put the volley away. Iga Swiatek gets the break and leads 4-2. And we see that great head guy again in the crowd. Nobody knows who he is, but the Wimbledon producer decides to keep showing them. Either way, Iga Swiatek leads 4-2 in the deciding set after an hour and 50 minutes. Around the grounds, Vatan has 2 set points to take that match with Shelton into a 5th. It's all happening. Rebecca has indeed consolidated her early break, leads 2-love against Boisson. Bublik and Kokkinakis are still on serve in the 3rd set. Samuel has won the 1st set over Mensik. Upset alert? 40-30 now for Vatan. Shelton saves the first of those 2 set points. Swiatek here seeking to consolidate the break. 4-2, 15-love. Billy Harris has an early break point opportunity on the Hachinoff serve. Hachinoff leads Billy Harris by 1 set to love, but Harris has a break point. Vatanen here, set point after 3 hours. He gets it. Otto Vatanen. And the key moment in this 4th set, and arguably the match, came at 15-40 down on his serve. He saved those break points. He saved his serve. Then he went on to break Ben and ultimately serve it out. So, 5 sets it is over on court number 2. Here we are with Swiatek against Townsend. Iga Swiatek 4-2, 15 all. Backhand return from Taylor Townsend. Miss hit forehand from Iga, 15-30. Okay, Swiatek into serve, 15-30. Big point, this one. Iga wins this. And she's a warm favourite to see this out in 3 sets. Lose this point, and we could be back on serve. Could be. Now, Taylor's return position here, very interesting this time, because she's this time a metre behind the baseline on the 2nd serve. Really mixing it up. Deciding to get in the rally on this one. Backhand from Iga. Oh, Iga Swiatek. Very lucky there with that dead net cord on a huge point. Don't tell Snarehill that, though. He'll be very upset. Okay, 30 all. Even champions need a huge slice of luck sometimes. Maybe that's making up for Bad Homburg, where she had a dead net cord go against her, against Emma Navarro at a crucial moment in the 3rd set. But that was Bad Homburg. This is Wimbledon. Okay, Swiatek serves into the net on the 1st serve. 2nd serve for Townsend. I think Taylor will stay behind the baseline for this 2nd serve like she did previously. Oh, no, she's inside it. Okay. Look at this. Very interesting return position. She's keen to have a lefty forehand, is she? Double fault for Iga. I'm loving these mixing up the return positions from Taylor. Although having said that, I've also been critical of it at times. But hey, what do I know? 30-40. The problem is when Iga makes the 2nd serve. But often she doesn't. Okay, Taylor Townsend here, break point. Backhand return is not bad. Forehand from Iga into the backhand of Taylor Townsend. Now it's on the forehand of Iga Swiatek. Forehand from Taylor into the forehand of Iga. Try and get off that forehand if he can, but it might be too late. Iga's gone long with a forehand. We're back on serve, ladies and gentlemen. It's 4-3. Whew. Wow. We have got a couple of huge tennis players in the world of tennis, which tennis players generally live in, who are in trouble. Nothing more than that. I'm not going bigger than in trouble, but they are in trouble. Ben Shelton is one of them. He's going 5 sets with Otto Vatanen. And Iga Swiatek is another who is in a real dogfight here in the 3rd set with Taylor Townsend. Right. For those of you just tuning in, please do hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. We have just gone past the 32,000 subscriber mark today. So thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. Next stop. 32,007 is the next stop, actually, because actually we're already at 32,006. Okay, so Townsend and Swiatek are back on serve in this deciding set. Vatan and Shelton are going to a third set. Kokinakis and Bublik are 1 set apiece and 4 games all. Swiatek and Townsend are back on court to continue here. Townsend 3-4. Serving. Second serve for Iga to look at here as well. Great forehand return that from Iga, but Taylor's equal to it. Now it's on Taylor's backhand. Forehand from Iga is going to just miss, I think. Yeah, 15 love. Iga rightly attacking that. It was there to be attacked. Do give us a follow on Instagram at Talking Tennis TT. We're also on TikTok as well, where we would much appreciate your follow. And give our sister channel at Talking United. Please give us subscribe to that one as well. That will be hugely appreciated. All right, promo's done. 15 all. Townsend here serving at 15 all. Rebecca is up. Still a break on with Boisson. 3-2. Swiatek block the turn. Forehand here from Taylor's going to be mishit. And suddenly we have a little bit of jeopardy for Taylor Townsend at 15-30. Oh, Billy Harris did get the break on Hatchinov. Shelton serving at the beginning of the 5th set. Serving first. Tiny advantage for Ben, but he is love 15 down on his serve. Okay, Taylor Townsend here, 15-30 against Iga Swiatek. Where are you going to go with this serve, Taylor? You are going down the tee, forehand return, into the forehand of Taylor, into the forehand now of Iga. Stay away from that forehand where possible, but don't hit your backhand into the try line, Taylor Townsend. Are we going to get our 3rd break in a row? Why do we keep seeing that guy in the crowd? I don't get the significance. I really don't. I'm sorry. Maybe he's the most famous person on the planet, but probably he isn't. 15-40. Is he the president of Poland or something? If he is, we shouldn't be watching him either. Okay, 15-40 here. Taylor Townsend serving. Nice serve out wide, but Iga gets her racket on it. Now it's on the forehand again from Iga. Forehand to forehand here. Slice, but don't slice into the forehand. Taylor, don't slice into the forehand. Oh, now it's a forehand slice, but it just lands in. Forehand from Iga Swiatek. Oh, you're slicing at the forehand. What is it again? Iga comes into the net. Does she? No, she goes back to the baseline. That's interesting. That's going to land in, is it? Iga gets the break. That was a fantastic rally, though, whichever way you look at it. Iga Swiatek leads 5-3 and will serve for the match. And again, we look at this random person in the crowd. I have no idea who that is. If you can let me know in the live chat, that would be great. I don't know. They keep showing us. And I'm annoyed because there'll be some crazy reason that we keep seeing him. Maybe it's Iga's father, but I don't think he'd be in the raw box in that position if it was. 5-3. Good serve from Iga Swiatek. 15-love. As we bear down on the concluding moments of this encounter. $15-love here for Iga Swiatek. Backhand return from Taylor is going to go long. 30-love. And it feels as though Iga's going to get over. Oh, my goodness me. Who is that guy? Stop showing him. I mean, is the producer like in love with him or something? It's weird. It's just weird. 30-love. Second serve here for Taylor Townsend to look at. He just wouldn't be there, Ghosty. He just wouldn't be in that spot because... And why aren't we seeing Taylor Townsend's? Some of Taylor Townsend's people other than those. Oh, it's a good serve from Iga, and Taylor can't deal with it. 40-love. Is it her father, is it? So it is her father, okay. Still don't think we need to see him that often, do we? Doesn't seem to be very happy with when she's winning points. Serves an ace down the tee. Iga Swiatek gets over the line after an hour and 33 minutes. 6-1, 2-6, 6-3. She prevails. She goes into the second round where she'll face Karolina Pliskova. But boy, was she made to work today. So it's her father and sister who were fairly sanguine. Look, they don't seem to be showing a huge amount of emotion. And I think her father, and certainly her father, was a sportsman, maybe a rower at some point. Iga really quite emotional at the end of this win. Okay, so what else is going on elsewhere? Swiatek wins in 3 sets. Madison Keys won in 3 sets. Amanda Anisimova won in straight sets. Some of the big hitters and big favorites for the title all going through in various different manners. Vatan and Shelton are into 5-set dogfight. Taylor Townsend getting the applause of the crowd. Iga Swiatek is crying into her towel. I think she's really, quite emotional at the end of this win for one reason or another. Vatanen at love 130 all. Rebecca is still just the one break up on Boisson, 4-3, but that is with a break. Bublik serving to stay in the third set against Kokkinakis. See you, Ghosty. Take care. Pliskova will indeed be a difficult match for her. Shall we look forward to that right now? So, the Iga Swiatek Karolina Pliskova head-to-head is 3-0 for Iga Swiatek. Those matches came in Qatar 2 years ago, hard court. Montreal 3 years ago, hard court. And Stuttgart 3 years ago, clay. Oh, the Qatar one, which has gone down as a win. No, sorry, ignore the Qatar one. I think that one of them pulled out of that. I think Pliskova. But anyway, so the 3 matches, let's go back again. 3-0 for Swiatek. Hard in Montreal 3 years ago. Clay in Stuttgart 3 years ago. And Dubai. Oh, and and Clay in Rome. Oh, the Rome final of 2021. Yes, I remember that. 6-love, 6-love for Iga. Yeah, that was a match that Karolina didn't even turn up for, really. But anyway, regarding their paths, well, Pliskova had a straight sets win over fellow Czech Valentova today, whereas Iga had to come through against Taylor Townsend. We're going to hear from Iga right now on that win.
At the moment, we can see your reaction at the end of it.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm able to talk that much, but no, just it was, tough couple of weeks and not a, season where everything went how I wanted. So, I don't think I won any 3-set match this year. So I'm happy, that I could do it here because obviously it means a lot opening the court as a defending champion. So, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of pressure for Iga today with the defending champion. Maybe that was a difficult thing for her today at times.
People love you. People love you. Just tell me about the first game of the third set, how important that was. It lasted 21 minutes, but it seemed to be a crucial moment for you.
Yeah, well, sometimes just serving the ball in might be a tough ask. So, this game for sure was about that, and it was about, believing that I can do it because, yeah, it was long and many breakpoints. So at the end, I'm happy that I kept my composure. I was listening to the box, and they were supporting me a lot. I knew I need to, be solid and not look for winners or, serves that will give me a point, play more safe to have a chance to play a rally. So, yeah, so I'm happy at the end that this game went well because I think it was crucial. And yeah, into the next one.
Indeed. You mentioned that even though you're coming back as defending champion, you're keeping your expectations low and trying to find a rhythm as you go through the tournament. Do you feel that this sort of challenge that you've had today is helping in that respect?
Yeah, I think so. On the other hand, it all depends on, the work you do after. So, I'm happy that I could get through a match like that because I got quite tense in the second set, and then I was able to, come back to my game. And these are the moments where you feel that you did the job because it's not hard when everything goes your way and you're so confident that everything goes in, When there are ups and downs, this is the time to, check how much you can put to change things around, and yeah, for sure, we'll see. But with my game, I feel pretty well. Just a matter of consistency and yeah.
And lastly, how have you done with the towels today?
Well, you can see that I couldn't fit the last one in my bag, so. But I guess, last year's tactics didn't really help that much because I ended up without having any of the towels because everybody took them away from me. So, yeah, guys, even though it went viral last year, I'm not afraid to do this again. I guess I need to go even for more.
The towel thief is back. Congratulations to the defending champion, Iga Swiatek.
Yes, indeed, Iga Swiatek does prevail after a really tough match today against Taylor Townsend, where she was made to work. And probably the big one was that first game, a 12-minute hold where she had to fend off many break points at the beginning of the third set. When she came through that, it felt like she was going to do it. She then went up a break herself in the third, but then got reeled back in. But Taylor wasn't able to hold at 3-4. And in the end, Iga held it out to love, including an ace on match point. That sealed the win today to set up this match with Karolina Pliskova in the next round. A 3-0 head-to-head, as I mentioned. On just regarding some of other Iga's stats today, 36 unforced errors, and it really unraveled from her because she hit just 4 unforced errors in the first set and then proceeded to hit 32 unforced errors across sets 2 and 3. She did ultimately win 88 points compared to Taylor Townsend 73, and I think she did deserve the win. She was a bit lucky on a break, sort of a very important point. I think when she was struggling on serve in the third set, she had a net cord, although actually she ended up getting broken anyway. So maybe it didn't really matter so much. And now she plays Karolina Pliskova, who came through in much more comfortable style today over fellow Czech Teresa Valentova, 6-3, 6-4. It was a fairly routine win for Pliskova, one that we imagined that she would have. But now she's going to be playing Iga Swiatek. Now, I think Pliskova's probably playing the better tennis. Yes, it is Pliskova's last year on tour. But Pliskova in Nottingham got to the semis, came through against Balek, McNally, and Gibson en route to the semis before going down to fellow Czech Buskova in straight sets. At Queens, Pliskova had a couple of wins as well, albeit one was via a walkover against Victoria Mboka. We remember that horrible injury. The other one was against Kessler before she went down in 3 sets to eventual champion. So the wins are coming for Pliskova, and she had a few wins on the clay as well prior to the grass court season. Swiatek's form, well, Iga did highlight it there, didn't she, in her post-match interview that she's just barely winning any 3-set matches this year, and she has won a 3-setter there. She lost her only match this year on the grass that she had against Emma Navarro. And so, yeah, 3 sets lost there against Emma Navarro in Bad Homburg. So at least she's now 1-1. And regarding some other 3-setters that Iga's had, she lost, of course, to Svitolina in 3 sets. But she did beat McNally in 3 sets. So it's not quite forever that she hasn't won a 3-set match. That was in Rome 7-8 weeks ago, I guess. That was a great match, actually, against McNally. All right. Well, coming back to my thoughts on this Pliskova match. Despite the wobbles from Iga today, and I do think the pressure of being Iranian champion, which she highlighted in her post-match speech, are significant, I think she'll settle a bit more and settle a bit more down for her upcoming clash. And therefore, I do think she prevails in 3 sets. Right, let's have a look around the grounds, shall we? 6-5, Kokkinakis leads. Bublik is serving to stay in the match. Oh, let's share some of the scores from around the grounds with you. Let's get these up for you on the screen. Vatan is 5-3 up on Boisson in the first set. Vatan and Shelton are 2-all in the 5th. Yeah, 2-all in the 5th. That's probably where we should really be focusing right now. Zverev, they're signing some autographs. This, of course, is on my German feed. Let's share the scores with you from around the grounds so you can see what else is going down. There we go. Shelton is 2-all, love 15. Whisper it. Mensik is up a break on Samuel in the second set. He is down 1 set to love, though. Echeverry and Sonego, 2 games all. Bublik and Kokkinakis are into a 3rd set tie break. Okay, I'm going to get Vatan and Shelton up on my screen. Shelton is serving at 15-all. It's on his forehand and it goes into the net. 15-30. When he won that 3rd set tie break, you thought, okay. But no, Vatan has had other ideas. 15-30 on the Shelton serve. Needs a couple of first serves here, really. Gets 1 first serve, but Vatan gets it back in play. So we're into the rally. which when you've got as big a first serve as Ben has, you don't really want that to happen. Good depth there on that slice from Ben, and eventually Vatanen's backhand goes into the net, 30 all. What about that tie break between Kokkinakis and Bublik? Let me just see how this Shelton-Vatanen game goes, and then I'll try and get to that tie break, hopefully before it concludes. Shelton here with a second serve, 30 all. Forehand return from Vatanen. Backhand from Shelton into the net. We've got a break point for Otto Vatanen. Hey, Matthew, hope you're okay as well. Break point, Otto Vatanen. Huge moment in the match in this fifth set. Going to switch to the tiebreak in a moment, but Vatanen Shelton, 30-40. Ben needs a first serve. I'm guessing he's going to go out wide to the backhand of Otto here. Yes, he does. He actually goes into the body kind of thing. It's a +1. Comes into the net and Otto can't pass. Deuce. Whew. What about that? Kokkinakis 4-2. Change of ends. I'm going to just quickly switch over to that one because it is a huge tie break there between Kokkinakis and Bublik. Bublik serving at 2-4. If Shelton gets to face another break point, I'll switch back. He's got a game point, Ben Shelton, to get to 3-2. He looks okay physically. That was one thing I wasn't sure about. Bublik aces Kokkinakis 4-3. Okay, 4-3. I haven't seen any of the Fernley match. Sorry, Matthew, so I can't comment. But I know he's fighting back, right? But I haven't watched it. Sorry, I haven't even seen a single point. Good serve there from Kokkinakis to get to 5-3. As far as Shelton is concerned, I just think the pressure. I just think some of these players do sort of know, like Iga today, you know, reigning champ. Ben, the pressure on Ben has been like, this could be your year, you know, to get to the final. Not in the same half as Yannick. Not in the same half as Novak. He's good on the grass. You know, won a title in Stuttgart. Made the quarters in Halle and had a match point against Taylor Fritz there. He's got a good record against Taylor in recent months, stroke years as well. Oh, Kokkinakis has gone along with the forehand there. So it's 5-4. We're back on serve in this third set tiebreak. Shelton has another game point for 3-2. Saved a break point, didn't he? Rybakina has won this first set over Boisson. Someone, I think Frans Salundlo was in big trouble. I don't know if he's out yet or not, but I haven't seen the scoreline in that one for a while. Shelton's game point has come and gone. Sarundalo is down 2-0 and a break in the third. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Fran. You win queens, but... Okay, tie break here. Forehand for Bublik. Backhand Kokkinakis cross court. Slice from Bublik, just staying in the point here. Wonderful forehand from Kokkinakis, but well defended by Bublik. And in the end, it's the Kokkinakis forehand that breaks down. He had a really good flat forehand cross court, but Bublik did really well with that slice back. And it is 5-5 in the tiebreak. This Shelton hold is continuing. It's deuce. He's got another game point, has Shelton, to get to 3-2. I did not foresee that, no, despite knowing Fran's wobbles in slams. We're going to focus on 2 matches pretty much now for the rest of the day, which will be this Kokkinakis Bublik one, and then the Shelton one. Kokkinakis surely wins the point from here. Yes, he does. A reaction volley from Kokkinakis goes, from Bublik goes out. So Kokkinakis has a set point on his serve. Okay. Kokkinakis here serving 5-6. Into the rally here. Kokkinakis on the backhand. Into the forehand of Bublik. Forehand Kokkinakis. Nice shape on that forehand. But Bublik is equal to it. Now it's on the forehand of Bublik. Backhand cross court from Kokkinakis. Another slice there from Bublik. Those slices have been very good today. And that one gets the reward. You know what I mean. 6-all. Our subscriber count ticking over nicely there. 32,015. Yeah, I haven't watched that much of the Shelton match today. But he's held for 3-2. He's held for 3-2. It's been a very good year for Ben. You know, world number 5, picked up titles in Munich, Dallas, and of course in Stuttgart. Where is he in the race? I'm sure he's top 8. But and he's probably top 6, I guess. Yeah, he's 6th. He's 6th behind Medvedev. Oh, is this last year I'm looking at? No, it's this year I'm looking at. Yeah. Behind Medvedev. I mean, he is behind Medvedev. But I don't know, it just seems a bit unlikely. Okay, set point here for Bublik now. Bublik puts his forehand into the net. 7-all. The match that will follow this Bublik-Kokkinakis one is the Iala against Adazur. Ace out wide from Bublik. Set point number 2 for Alexander Bublik to take a 2-1 lead. Every point is massive right now in this clash. Good serve there from Kokkinakis. Oh, must have clipped the net on the way through. Oh, unlucky for him. So 8-7. Ace from Kokkinakis, 8-all. I think it's going 5. I think it's going 5, Matthew. That's as far as I'll go. I think it's going 5. Kokkinakis now with another ace. And he's got a set point himself, albeit on Bublik's serve. Ooh, Vatan and Shelton is 2-3 Vatan, 15-30. I can't take my eyes off this tiebreak right now. Second serve here for Kokkinakis on set point to look at. Second serve. Shelton's going to have 2 break points. Set point for Kokkinakis. Goes up the line. Wonderful volley from Alexander Bublik. 9-all. One thing I will add, though, to the Shelton-Vatanen match you regarding about plateauing earlier. It's an incredibly tough first round for Ben. I think any sort of victory is fine. Now, if he doesn't win, of course, then it's, it's disaster. But as long as he wins, honestly, it's such a tough first round. Okay, 9-all here in this tiebreak. Second serve for Kokkinakis to look at. Is Vatanen going to save another break point? Good serve down the tee from Bublik. Bublik on the slice into the net. So 10-9, Kokkinakis. Set point for Thanasis on his serve. 4th set point for the Australian. I'm just watching the scoreboard in the Vatan and Shelton match as well. It's a second serve for Ben to look at. Okay, Kokkinakis here to serve, set point for the Australian. His 4th set point. Vatanen saves the break point. So they're at deuce. Blocks and Zverev about to get underway on centre court. Nice forehand there from Kokkinakis. Kokkinakis now with a very difficult smash from the back of the court, which he puts long. 10-all, of course it is. Kokkinakis Bublik was always going to be a lot of fun, wasn't it? This has Bublik winning in 5. For me, that's how it feels like to me. And I think I predicted Ben in 5 over Vatanen, so yeah, we'll see. Vatanen has a game point for 3-all. Forehand winner up the line from Kokkinakis. It's going to be a 5th break point, I think, for Thanasi. 11-10. Second serve for Kokkinakis to look at. Good serve there from Bublik. Backhand from Kokkinakis into a slice drop shot there, but Kokkinakis is going to get there. Now Kokkinakis at the net. Thou shalt not pass, says Kokkinakis. He wins the 3rd set by 7 games to 6. And so 2 sets to 1, the Australian leads. Wow. Okay, let's get over to the Vatanen against Shelton match. Big hold that for Otto, saving those break points. Get to 3-all. 3 all 30 love. If anyone thought this was going to be easy for Ben today, they have never watched Otto Vatanen play. Good serve down the tee for 40 love there for Shelton. Please have no commentary. I want no commentary on this. So far, so good. Forehand here for Ben is going to be quite easy. 40 love, and it's a game to love. Oh, we've got commentary. Goodbye. Yeah. So Shelton leads 4-3. Let's have a quick look at the scores. What have we got going on? Shelton 4-3 on serve in the fifth against Vatanen. Boisson is up an early break on Rebecca in the second set. Okay. Mensik and Samuel are 1 set apiece. Kokinakis leads Bublik by 2 sets to 1. Hatchinoff leads Harris by 1 set to love. Jacquemont is 2 sets to love up on Galbas. Where are we at with... Oh, my goodness me. Surundlo's out. Fran Surundlo's out in straight sets to Munar. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. As we welcome those of you joining us for the Alexiala Renata Zarazua stream, I can confirm that that match will commence at the conclusion of Otto Vatanen, of Thanasi Kokinakis and Alexander Bublik. Now, that match could finish in 20 minutes or an hour and a half. You just never know. This is, of course, on court. This Kokinakis Bublik match is on court 12. Mind you, Shelton here, 15-30 on the Otto Vatanen serve. $15.30. Vatan served on the tee. Backhand return from Shelton's pretty good. Forehand now from Ben into the backhand of Otto. Run around forehand there for Ben. Did really well. Little cheeky net cord there for Otto Vatanen. A bit fortunate for the Finn. Forehand now from Ben Shelton. Into the forehand of Otto, which goes long. 15-40. 2 break points for Ben Shelton. Coming back to the situation with Kokinakis and Bublik. They are 2 sets to 1 for Kokinakis. When that match is concluded, Alexiala and Zarazua will take the court. But for now, let's hone in on these 2 break points for Ben Shelton. Okay. Break points here. One break point comes and goes. Ben Shelton on the forehand. Good forehand cross court from Vatanen. Now on the forehand once again of Otto. Forehand from Ben. He's going to slip. He's going to get back up. He's going to just about make that slice. Otto Vatanen there. Cool as a cucumber down the line. Otto's... Oh, wow. What a point. Deuce. What tennis. What players. What athletes. Otto Vatanen and Ben Shelton producing the goods as expected here on court number 2, I think. Okay. Kokinakis and Bublik just beginning their 4th set. Well done, Vatanen. Brings up a game point. 3 points in a row. It's just wow. Vatan is serving at 3-4. Misses the first serve. Second serve here for Ben Shelton to look at. Down the tee, backhand return. Forehand now into the forehand of Ben Shelton. Wonderful forehand cross-court pass there from Ben Shelton. Deuce. Whew, what a match. Misses the first serve, does Vatanen. Okay, into the rally here on the forehand of Ben. Forehand from Vatanen. Backhand Shelton up the line. Slice from Vatanen. Slice from Ben. Slice from Vatanen is pretty good. Both players here slicing the hell out of this ball. Forehand from Vatanen. That was a bit cautious from Otto. Otto maybe just tightening up a little bit on this point. Ben there with a good forehand up the line. Well defended. Ben comes into the net, but that slice from Ben is just going to land out. Otto there, a little cautious, but okay. Game point for Otto.
I don't want to sound like a whiner.
Okay. Four. Okay. Okay. Where are we at? Let's have a look at the scores on the doors. Shelton here, 4-all with Vatan, 30-15. Bublik and Kokkinakis into a fourth set. Kokkinakis leads by 2-1. Nice forehand winner there for Ben Shelton to bring up 40-15. It just looks like the stronger of the two players right now. Boisson leading 4-1 on Rebecca in the second set. And a comfortable hold for Ben. 5-4. Okay, so where are we at? Let's have a look around the grounds as well. Blocks and Zverev are on serve. Mensik and Samuel are 1 set apiece. Billy Harris and Karen Hatchanoff are 1 set apiece. Sonego is 1 set to love up on Echeverry. Jacquet is up 2 sets to love on Galbas, and they're into a third set tiebreak. So Jacquet very close to the finish line there, especially as he's got the mini break advantage in the early stages of that tiebreak. Moutet and Giron, or is it Gidon, I should say, sorry, 4 games all in the first set there. Kraus is up an early break on Selek Metova, sorry. I think Selek Metova has also changed her nationality. I don't remember her being Spanish. Okay, Russian-born, yeah, Spanish, although maybe she's always been Spanish. No, she switched nationality earlier this year. So she switched just before the French Open from Russia to Spain. Okay. All right. Humbert and Bergs, we were speaking about that match earlier. They're into a fourth set with Bergs leading by 2-1. But Dosser has won the first set over Navarro by 6-4. Interesting. And let's get back here to Vatan and Shelton because it's 15-all. We're just got to wait, Sherlu. Just got to wait for the match between Kokkinakis and Bublik to conclude, and then we'll be ready for Yalov against Zarazua. Well, it's a lovely casual forehand winner up the line from Vatanen. Okay, second serve here at 30-50. Double fault from Vatanen. Okay, big moments here in the Vatanen-Shelton clash. Vatan is serving 30 all. Whew. 30 all. Vatan serves. Down the tee, misses the first serve. So a second serve. Nice return from Ben. Now on the forehand of Ben Shelton. What are you doing going cross court, though? What a reaction volley from Vatan for 40-30. Game point for Vatan rather than match point. Probably Ben just needs to pat that up the line for a match point. Look at this. So he comes in. He's just got to pat it up the line. Nah, got to go cross court. Otto read it. Nice reaction. And he's aced down the tee, and it's 5 all. Woohoo! Otto Vatanen. I tell you what, there's some things that were easy to predict and some things not so easy to predict. But Shelton and Vatanen being in a dogfight and Bublik and Kokinakis being in dogfights, probably a little bit easier to call on the scorecard for sure. For those of you tuning in for Zarazua against Alex Ayala, that match will begin at the conclusion of Kokinakis and Bublik. Kokinakis and Bublik is 2-1 for Kokinakis, first of 3 sets. That match could be done in 20 minutes or it could be done in an hour. Shelton with an ace down the tee, 15 love. Ben to serve here, 15 love. Second serve for Vatanen to look at here at 15 love. Oh, look at Boisson running away with the second set against Rybakina. Oh, backhand missed. Hit. Shank from Ben Shelton, 15 all. Drop shot from Ben. It's going to miss, I think. Yeah, 15-30. So it landed just out. This is only the second Wimbledon main draw for Otto Vatanen. But he's such a good tennis player. I am not surprised by this. I still think and still thought Ben would get over the line one way or another, but the fact that we're in a 5-set dogfight does not surprise me. Shelton here serving at 15-30. How big was that last point, by the way? Otto Vatanen's return goes just long. That was close. 30 all. Indeed, Ian Christopher, exactly. As soon as Kokinakis Bublik is done, Zarazua and Ayala will begin. Okay, forehand here for Ben. Nicely there, but that's not going to win the point. Now he's moving around. Forehand now from Otto Vatanen. It's going to go just long. (40-30). Game point, Ben Shelton. Oh. Double fault from Shelton, deuce. Shelton here with another game point. Kokkinakis and Bublik are on serve in the fourth set. Kokkinakis leads by 2-1 on court number 12. The match that will follow that will be Alexiala against Zarazua. Blocks and Zverev are 3-3 in the first set on centre court. Boisson and Rybakina are going to a third set. Is that an ace out wide from Shelton? It is. 6-5. Ben Shelton leads. So for those of you tuning in for Renata Zarazua against Alexiala, just keep an eye on the Kokkinakis-Bublik match. Because when that match finishes, Ialo and Zarazua will take the court. Because they are due up next on that court, as you can see from Ian Christopher 4738 highlighting in the chat. Okay, Vatanen here serving to stay in the match. He's the one who's been under a little bit more pressure on his serve in this set. It's just felt as though Ben has been slightly up, but we'll see. Backhand return from Ben. Forehand here from Shelton. Backhand slice from Shelton into the backhand of Vatanen. Forehand from Ben up the line. Vatanen just a little bit passive at the moment in some of these points, and I wonder if Ben is sensing that. Otto has been super aggressive today, although he picks it up there. Ben somehow defends, but that's going to be an easy forehand for Otto to put away. 15 love. This is really, though, is all about the nerve right now, isn't it? Which one of Otto and Ben can keep their nerve? Oh, Bublik just applying a bit of pressure to the Kokkinakis serve. Okay, backhand return from Shelton into the forehand of Vatanen, but that's a tight forehand from Otto Vatanen. 15-all. Otto here serving. 15-all. 5-6. Out wide. Misses the first serve. 15-all. Second serve. Backhand return is pretty good. Forehand here from Ben. Forehand into the forehand of Otto, who's in charge at this point. And Ben slips. Seems to be okay. 30-15. If the tiebreak plays out like this deciding set, I expect Ben to win it. And maybe pretty comfortably, 10-5, 10-6. But that's not tennis. That's not how it works, right? Body serve there. Lovely forehand winner from Otto Vatanen, 40-15. 2 game points for the Finn and take us to a deciding set tiebreak. And remember, at Grand Slams, that means first to 10. So, 2 game points here for Otto Vatanen. Misses the first serve. Second serve for Ben, therefore, to look at. Ben will be keen just to get this to deuce and make Vatanen sweat a bit. Backhand return into the forehand of Otto. It's just too good. 6-all. We're going to a 5th set tiebreak to see who is going to win this epic encounter on court number 2. 4 hours and 5 minutes since these two took the court. And now it comes down to a race to 10 points. Shelton is going to serve first. Ben Shelton to serve. Out wide, comes into the net. It's a tricky little... Oh, it's lovely from Ben. That is lovely. Touch from Ben at the net there. Came in for the serve volley, but the volley was going to be tricky, but he just picked it up nicely. 1-0 Shelton. This, remember, is the bottom half of the draw. A half that includes Taylor Fritz, Alexander Zverev, and these two guys. It doesn't include Franz Cerundolo anymore because he's out in straights to Munar. Okay, second serve here for Shelton to look at. Run around forehand return. It's a decent length on that. Backhand into the net, though, from Ben. 1-1. Ben lamenting that bounce. 1-1. Remember, this is first to 10 points, this tiebreak. And you've got to win by 2 clear points. Okay. Serves into the net. So a second serve for Ben Shelton to look at. Decent second serve. Lovely forehand there from... a couple of lovely forehands, actually, from Vatanen. 2-1 Otto. And the pendulum just fractionally swings the Finns' way. Ben Shelton to serve at 1-2. Bublik and Kokkinakis are 3 games all in their 4th set. Bublik has a game point for 4-3. Back to court number 2. Shelton Vatan. Shelton serving at 1-2. Zverev is going to serve for the first set against blocks. He leads 5-4. Rybakina and Boisson into a 3rd set. They are 1 set apiece. And Mensik leads by 2-1 on Samuel. Miss-hit return from Vatan means we're at 2-2. Unreturned serve. That'll disappoint Otto on that return. 3-2. All 5 points have gone the way. And look, Otto's like annoyed with himself there. All 5 points here have gone the way of the server. That 3rd set tiebreak was super, super close. I think it was, is it 10-8? Yeah, 10-8 for Ben Shelton, that 3rd set tiebreak. Okay, 3-2 for Shelton. Good first serve there, though, from Otto, and it's going to help him win the point. 3-3, change of ends. 6 points, and 6 points have all gone the way of the server. Over on court number 12, Kokkinakis against Bublik. Remember, Iala against Zarazua will follow this match. Kokkinakis leads by 2-1, and they are on serve in the 4th set. That match could be done in 10 minutes. Or it could be an hour. So for those of you wondering, when is Iala Zarazua going to start? Could be 10 minutes from now. Could be 60 minutes from now. That is tennis. Back to court number 2. Otto Vatanen serving 3-3 in a 5th set tiebreak with Ben Shelton. Just misses that first serve, does Otto. So a second serve. Remember, we've not had a single break in this tiebreak. 3-3. Oh, Otto gets lucky there because it clipped the net, but still landed in. Okay, where are you going to go with this second serve? Backhand return from Ben into the backhand of Otto, which goes just long. We have our first mini break in this tie break. 4-3 Shelton. Mini break advantage for the American. Remember, this is a 10-point tie break, but Ben holds his 2 serves here and gets to 6-3, and it'll feel big. But can he hold his first serves here? Or can he hold his serves here, sorry, to get to 6-3? 4-3 Shelton. Serve down the tee. Block return. Ben on the forehand. Now comes into the net and Otto can't pass. Thought about throwing his racket on the ground. Decided not to. 5-3 Shelton. Shelton serving here, 5-3. Misses the first serve. Second serve. For Vatan to look at. Forehand return. Forehand from Shelton. Backhand cross court. Forehand from Shelton goes into the net. We're back on serve at 5-4. Well done, Otto. Fifth set tie break. Shelton leads 5-4, but it won't feel quite like a lead anymore for Ben because he did have a mini break advantage, which he has now ceded. Nevertheless, wafer thin advantage for Ben, 5-4. Okay, backhand return from Shelton. Backhand from Vatan. Ben with a forehand. Decides to come into the net. No, he doesn't. But he's got a nice forehand here. But Vatan's equal to it. Now it's Ben on the forehand. Slice here. Ben Shelton on the forehand. Aggressively comes into the net but doesn't need to worry about it. 6-4 Shelton. Mini break advantage restored. Lots of people in the live chat talking about Alex and Zarazua. Their match will commence shortly. But how shortly, we don't know. Could be 5 minutes, could be 40 minutes. It'll be some point in the next hour. As Pia is lovely. Thank you, Pia, for explaining. Do appreciate that. Block return. Forehand now into the backhand of Shelton. Forehand, though, from Vatan. The casualness. And he's got the point for 6-5. Otto just so casual. There's a bit of a Fonini to Vatan at times. So much talent, but also a bit of nonchalance too. Okay, Shelton 6-5. Still a mini break advantage for Ben, but can he get to 8-5? He hasn't quite managed to eke out that 3-point advantage that I'm sure he's yearned. He's at the net. Puts that backhand volley away, and Vatanen's annoyed with himself in terms of tactics there. It is 7-5, another change of ends. For those of you wondering, 7-5, surely the tiebreak's done. No. Grand Slams, deciding set tiebreaks, go to 10. So that's where we're at. Bublik has broken Kokinakis and has 3 set points on his serve. So it looks like we're going to go to 5 sets on court number 12, which means we're going to have another delay for the Ayala-Zarazua match, where it's approaching midnight in the Philippines. And indeed, Bublik has won the 4th set. So we're going to go to 5 sets on court number 12. Ayala-Zarazua that will therefore come up in around about 45 minutes from now. Back to Shelton Vatanen. 7-5, Shelton leads. Shelton here serving. Down the tee. Backhand return. Forehand from Ben. Otto can attack here on the backhand side, but I think he's gone long. 8-5 Shelton. Exactly what I was saying that Ben wasn't able to eke out. He has now eked out that advantage. Okay, second serve here for Ben to look at. Forehand return. It's got good depth on it. This feels like Shelton's tiebreak now. Really does. You'd think just get one of these next 2 points. And he's got this point. No, he hasn't. He says it landed out. But it's gone the way of Vatanen. It's been called in, but Ben is not happy with that. Anyway, 8-6. 6-8 Vatanen. Okay. Backhand return. Ben comes into the net for a net rush. Reaction volley from him. And he can't react to that one. 8-7. Okay. Of course, it's easy in hindsight to suggest maybe Ben didn't need to come into the net there, but it is what it is. Nevertheless, Ben still has a mini break advantage here. So 8-7. 2 holds for Ben Shelton. But at 8-5, and the way that those 2 rallies were panning out, you'd expect Ben to win one of them. But anyway, 8-7. If Ben gets a first serve in here, he does. But it's a great return from Otto. And Otto goes for the pass. Ben gets his racket on it, but isn't able to repel it. It is 8-8. This tiebreak is far from done. Wow. Now, this point has to be absolutely massive. If Otto wins this point, he's a heavy favorite to win from 8-5 down. But can he win this point? Let's see. Shelton to serve. Good body serve. Now it's on Ben's forehand. Otto really solid at the moment. Ben comes into the net. Should have done better with that volley. Otto goes long, though, with a passing shot. That was a bit lucky for Ben because he should have done more with that volley. And Otto knows it. Slaps the backboarding in frustration because Ben was a sitting duck there at the net. Vatan goes up the line and he goes long. And as a result, we have a match point for Ben Shelton after 4 hours and 18 minutes on court number 2. It is on the Otto serve, though. So, you know, normally the players are holding serve, but it's huge, though. Let's see. Otto misses the first serve. Just a little, Shelton just inching a little closer to victory, but from 8-5, it must feel a bit weird for Ben at the moment. Backhand return from him into the backhand of Otto. Forehand, backhand from Otto. Forehand, forehand. Ben now thought of coming to the net there. Ben didn't do it. Backhand slice from Ben Shelton. Backhand from Otto. Otto. Oh, the forehand from Shelton doesn't work. It goes into the net. 9-9 change of ends. Woo-hoo. Okay. Do hit that like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit subscribe. Let's go, Ben, says Josh. Well, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Bublik and Kokonakis are into a 5th set. Anyway, Vatan here, 9-9 in the tiebreak. Gets a first serve in, and the block return goes into the net. Vatanen is going to have a match point. His first. Shelton has had a match point on the Vatanen serve. Now it is the turn of Vatanen to have a match point on the Shelton serve. How is your serve, Ben? And how is your nerve? 9-10. But from 8-5 in the tiebreak. Okay, Shelton here. Gets his first serve in on the backhand of Ben. Backhand from Vatanen. Vatanen is such a cool customer. Forehand from Ben up the line. Misses! Otto Vatanen wins in 5 sets, knocking out Ben Shelton. It was always a possibility from the moment the draw was made. And Ben Shelton falls at the first hurdle. They embrace at the net. A 5-set classic for the ages that falls on the side of Otto Vatanen. He wins 6-4, 3-6, 6-7, 6-2, 7-6. Ben Shelton led 8-5 in the tiebreak and was in those next couple of points. There was one that Ben said went out. It was called in by the ELC. And Otto Vatanen upsets the number 4 seed, Ben Shelton, who will now dust himself down and get ready for the North American hard court swing. It's been an up and down season for Ben, super inconsistent in many respects, all or nothing, winning titles or going out early. And this is an example of him going out early at Wimbledon in a 5-set classic to Otto Vatanen. Otto was just cool as a cucumber in the end, wasn't he? Especially when he was 8-5 down. And he prevails. Okay. So, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.